Hello everyone, it's Cindy at Collectanea, and I'm back today with another Sympathy card. I didn't want to use blacks and dark grays this time, but I wanted to use some earth tones. I think those will work well with a Sympathy greeting. So I'm using today some browns and greens, and I started with a 4" by 5.5" card, 4 by 5.5, and it's an off-white. And this is Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby. And then I'm adding a piece of brown. It's a cardstock from Coordinations, and it is 1/8 of an inch smaller, so 3 5/8 this way horizontally, and vertically 5 3/16. And then on top of that, I'm going to place a green leaf print. This is from Finished in a Flash set, a paper set. It's called Great Outdoors, and it's from Hot Off the Press. And it is, again, 3/16 smaller than the one before it. So it is, vertically it is 5 1/8, and horizontally it's 3 5/8. So 3/16 each time. So I'm going to go ahead and put those together, and then I have something to put on the top of it, of course. Now that those are all put together, now I'm going to add a brown mat, and on top of that I'm going to add another mat. But first of all, this one is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. And on top of that, I'm going to add this sort of off-white piece. It has a little design in it, and it is 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. So 2 1/4 this way and 3 3/4 this way. It fits just inside that brown mat. The brown is once again from the Great Outdoors kit from Finished in a Flash. And this is from Paper Studio, this other one. But before I put the Paper Studio piece on, I'm going to back it with just a plain piece of white cardstock, because I want to pop it off the page a bit, and the paper's a little too flimsy to do that as it is. So I'm going to put those together, and then I'll be back. Now I have both of the mats ready, but I didn't put this one down yet. I got it backed, and it's ready to be put down, but I stamped my little stamp on here that says the word sorry, and if you'll notice, it has 2 little dots at either end, one at each end of the word. So I stamped that in Memento Rich Cocoa, and to match the brown of the card. And then I have 2 small brads that I'm going to put right where those dots are. And then also I'm going to add, before I put the mat down, I'm going to add a green ribbon and a brown ribbon underneath a part of this white mat. So I'll put those together, and then we'll be almost finished. Alright, I added my ribbon. These are both grosgrain ribbon that came in that pack of Finished in a Flash, the outdoor pack, and they're coordinating ribbons that go with the colors in there. So I didn't put this under the mats on the card. I just put it to the edge. I used my ATG gun to attach the I put it right on the ribbon, and then attach the ribbon, and I just left a little space between them. And now I'm ready to put my off-white mat here, ready to, for the little tree that I'm going to put on top of it. And you'll notice that I put the brads here where those dots were. They worked out well. And then I've added some foam tape on the back. This is Scotch. And so I'm going to peel these backing pieces off, and I'll be ready to stick this down. And then just one more thing on the card, and then it will be finished. Since the sentiment is already on this piece right here, it's all taken care of. And I'm going to turn this sideways, makes it a little easier for me. And maybe not. Okay, good. Now that's raised up from the card a little bit. And then the other thing I'm going to put on here is this cute little tree. It's stamped and paper pieced. It's a stamp by Hero Arts. And you'll notice that I stamped it twice. Once in the green leafy background paper, and then I also stamped it in brown. I cut from the leaf. I cut just the leaf part of the tree, and then from the brown I cut around and left the trunk. And you'll notice here's a little swing, and I cut that out of the brown and left it there. So there's just two different cuts here as far as two times to stamp it, but it brings out the background papers so well, and the leaves on the leaf paper make it look like the tree has leaves on it. So, and then I'll just put this down. I'm going to put some foam tape on it as well, and then I'll show you the finished product. Well, the little Sympathy card is complete. I think this tree is just adorable. It's muted and in soft colors, and yet it reminds you of home and gives that soft feeling that goes along with condolences. So I hope you like it, and I know that this kind of card is not the easiest to come up with sometimes, but I know that condolence cards are very much appreciated, and I hope you really like this one. Come back again. I appreciate your time. Bye-bye.